All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Steve Malzberg Show. We are joined right now by Ron Totassian, and he has written a great piece at Newsmax.com. And it's funny, Ron, welcome aboard, first of all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
President and CEO of SW Public Relations. And
5W.
I'm sorry, I can't read my own writing. Okay, you're right, 5W. That's a big difference. 5W Public Relations. And you know, for years, and I don't know who wrote the headline. The way it works, I'm pretty sure you didn't write the headline. But for years, I have been saying, maybe 20 years, that and I say it in speeches, I say it on the air, that the purpose of the so-called peace talks, PEACE, is to destroy Israel, tear them apart, PIECE by PIECE, and that's the title of the piece. Kerry's Mideast peace plan will destroy Israel, PIECE by PIECE. Now, I'm happy when they say no progress has been made. Kerry's saying significant progress has been made. He's going back and forth. He's putting a lot of time and effort in this. He's kind of ignoring Iran right now. Do you think that that Netanyahu would actually go with the framework, as is in Kerry's plan reportedly, of the 68 borders, giving up the West Bank, the whole thing?
Steve, the Obama administration has had so much success in the Middle East. Clearly, Israel has good reason. Clearly, Israel has very good reason to trust the Obama administration. Look at what happened to Mubarak, who was an ally. Look at what's, clearly, in Libya, you still haven't caught, I know that Benghazi was because of a movie, according to the Democrats.
Right.
They still haven't caught the ambassador who's been lynched there. So, one wonders, what kind of trust can anybody have in John Kerry? But of course, now that we know that Iran no longer is producing any nuclear arms, clearly it's good that they're focused on.
Ron, I understand what you're saying, and you believe me, I'm with you, and you're stating the obvious. But what I worry about is, does Netanyahu have the wherewithal politically, internally? Do they have pictures of him? Because, every time he meets with one of them, he winds up, shaking their hand and turning to jelly.
Look, I hope that, Prime Minister Netanyahu has the strength to realize and to understand that, not only in Israel's interest, but in America's interest, that you can't give in to terrorists and you can't give in to these bad guys. These are just people who don't want who want to destroy anything, Judeo-Christian civilization. And I hope and pray that Netanyahu does have the strength. And I also hope and pray that, America stops pressuring their only ally, their only real democratic ally in the Middle East. It's a horrible, scary situation.
Well, Obama, I don't believe, considers Israel an ally in the Middle East, and that's the problem. I think he considers the Muslim Brotherhood a real ally in the Middle East, although they've just been outlawed in Egypt, which he's made very clear he's not happy with. What about the release of prisoners? When I see these Palestinian murderers with Jewish blood, the blood of children and women on their hands, returned and celebrated, and Abbas holds a big rally for them and says, we'll continue their struggle, blah, blah, blah. Why even show up at a peace table with these people?
It's just a crazy concept. Look, the concept of releasing murderers in order to get peace is just it's almost like something out of a horror movie. You release people who killed you in the desire of somehow achieving peace. It's just absurd. Even this talk about asking the Palestinians to recognize Israel as a Jewish state, it's like, why doesn't America ask Al-Qaeda to recognize that there's 50 stars on the flag? What is it you're asking these people to recognize? I simply don't understand, the Obama-Kerry administration who talks about negotiating. Why don't they go and negotiate with Al-Qaeda?
They will. No. They will. Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, the thugs in Iran. He'll negotiate with all of them. Cuba.
It's a crazy concept. These people want to destroy civilization. These are people who want to destroy not just the state of Israel, but there's not such a far link between people who do car bombs in Israel.
Ron, listen, I'm out of time. I am with you. We'll have you back soon as this progresses, when Kerry returns and we see where he got. Ron Totassian, President and CEO.
Thank you.
That's 5W Public Relations. I promise we'll have him back. Steve Malzberg Show, Newsmax TV and radio.